Meet Mike, the owner of the house, and he is new in town. He actually is an architect himself, and so he wanted to build this house, and he originally had it built for a holiday theme, but he wanted to change it and make it more simple, so that's what he did. And Mike is wanting a family, so this house was built for his future wife and kids. He doesn't have any yet, but he has all of the furnishings. Here is Eliana. She is a part-time real estate agent. She also works on her small little ranch with her animals. And her house is just a very simple home, and it's a one-story home, and she has 2 pugs, and 2 rabbits, and 2 turkeys, and some chickens. So here's an overview of her home. It's a very nice home, very homey feeling, which is what she wanted for her animals. And also she does have an owl. She was a vet for a while, but then she had moved to Simtown, and she is a real estate agent, and also she takes care of the animals on her ranch, and she absolutely loves it. And here are her chickens and her rabbits and her turkeys. Eliana was at a class along with Mike. It was an adult education class, and they were learning how to code. It was a small class, so Eliana and Mike had introduced themselves to each other at the start of class, along with the other adults in there, and the instructor. And the class was about maybe 4 hours. Here she is now on a break. She's really thirsty.
I'm really wanting a soda. I'm so thirsty.
Oh, hi. Are you in line? Oh, obviously, you're the only person here. Never mind. I'm silly.
Oh, that was refreshing.
Hi, I'm Mike. How are you?
Hi, I'm Eliana.
Would you like to have lunch on the quad?
So here they are, they're having lunch, they're talking about everything actually, and they are getting along really well.
Yeah, I hope to one day have a family, I moved here around the holiday time. I built my house, but then unfortunately I left a candle on and it caught on fire.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I had just moved to town, and I live on a ranch, a small ranch, and I take care of my animals in real estate.
Well, about a week after the class, Eliana was in a coffee shop because she was really wanting a coffee, and she saw Mike ordering a pastry.
I'll have a donut. Oh, hi, Eliana.
Hi, Mike. How are you? How did things go with the insurance about your house?
Oh, it went good. I'm staying at an apartment until I know where I want to go.
So they were outside having coffee. Mike and Eliana really got along very well. Mike was very attracted to Eliana, and he really liked her.
Eliana, I was thinking, why don't we start to see each other?
Okay, I would like that.
About 3 months after they started to date, Mike was at the park. He was really sad because he had not seen or heard from Eliana in 3 weeks, and he had no idea what happened. He was concerned, but he was also angry. Why would she just leave him? But it turned out that Eliana was also at the park, and he was asking her what happened.
I'm sorry. I was in the hospital.
Well, you could have at least called me. Like, I didn't know what happened.
I'm sorry, Mike. I was in the hospital. I couldn't call you. My phone was broken in the accident. I was in a car accident.
I don't want to hear it.
Okay, fine.
Eliana left the park, and he thought about that one day that she was in that accident. She was actually on her way to a class that was near the hospital, and that was when she got hit by another car, and it hit her head on, and so she ended up in the hospital. She was her ribs were broken, and her arms, both arms were broken, and she was unable now to have any kids. Her organs were very hurt in the accident, and her life changed. In the months of the accident, she was in the hospital room for 3 months, and she would sleep a lot, pain. She did have her nurse in the room with her. A week after she was released from the hospital, back at the hospital to see how everything was, and the doctor examined her, and she was doing better, but she wasn't able to bear kids. And now that she knew that Mike was mad at her, she didn't think it mattered. But Mike was just mad. And so she just spent time alone, and she was at the beach. So it's been a while since she last saw Mike at the park. And so she was just relaxing and healing up. And who shows up at the beach but Mike himself? And he had no idea that Eliana was there. He was very miserable, very sad, and he just felt lost.
I really miss her. I wish I wasn't so harsh, but I'm mad.
And he went for a walk along the boardwalk, and he was shocked to see Eliana there.
Eliana? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for everything. I was wrong. I shouldn't have judged you so harshly.
Okay, but I don't know if I can trust you.
So they sat and they talked, and Eliana had shared about her injuries, her accident, and that she wasn't able to have kids. And Mike had dreamed of having a family, but he really loved Eliana. So he had to think, what did he want? What he wanted, or did he want to be with Eliana?
Well, I dreamed of having a family, but I feel that you're more important to me.
Well, a family isn't always just kids, Mike. It's also animals, and it's also your friends and your loved ones.
I'm so sorry, Eliana. I just want to be with you.
So after their long talk, they kissed and they made up. After a few months, Mike knew that he wanted to marry Eliana, and he had helped her around the house. They would just sit and chat on the couch.
Thank you, Mike, for all of your help. You really didn't have to do that.
I am glad to. Are you hungry? Because I'll be happy to cook you some dinner.
That is just what he did. Mike loved to cook, and Eliana loved that he loved to cook because she hated it. Mike had also helped her with the animals, and he would bathe the dogs, and he would also feed all of the other animals, and he found that he loved taking care of the animals. and her animals soon became his kids.
Eliana, Maggie, this pug is just like my own child, and I thank you that you have shown me the real meaning of family.
I told you animals are just like children, and Bright here just loves you.
A week later, Mike had plans to ask Eliana for her hand in marriage, but he wanted to take her out for a nice meal, and that is what he did.
Mike, I really appreciate this, but you didn't have to spend so much.
My darling, this is nothing. All I care about is that I spend time with you. It's not about the cost of the meal, but it's about us and being a family.
Thank you, Mike. I really appreciate it. You're very kind, and I just can't thank you enough for helping me after the accident.
Well, I was a real jerk, and I can't say I'm sorry enough.
Mike, why are you looking scared? What's wrong?
I need to ask you something. Eliana, I know I've been a jerk in the past, but I would love it if you would do me the honor of marrying me.
Oh my god, Mike, that is a huge ass ring. But yes, I would love to marry you.
And Mike and Eliana, they had gotten married in the comfort of their own home, and they were really happy. And they couldn't keep their hands off each other. So that is the story of Mike and Eliana. I hope you enjoyed and have a wonderful night.